We've been working a while together. We came up at the same time putting records out and shit. Me and E were a fan of his shit, you know, and I gave him a lot of weed and a lot of money. Now we came up with that name like early, before we even did the first single. I think I got it from the shit that I always use, you know, the fucking People versus Larry Flint. When Courtney Love is like, you know, let's go back to becoming Smut Peddlers. We're born again, we're Smut Peddlers. I was like, that'd be a good name for a group.
Don't you think it's a big gimmick here, like all this Smut Peddler thing?
No, not really. I think, you know, it's not really like every song's a sex song and like all that shit. It's just kind of like a thinking and like part of like each of us. Like Cage has his shit, High and Mighty shit, Smut Peddler shit is just all of a focused energy of some three honkies.
As an MC, what it means to me, I think basically the name speaks for itself. So, you know, we have a song called That's Smut, and that pretty much is the breakdown of the name itself. Wet dreams of G13, money shots, porno plots, politicians and limousines sniffing, double D's trapped in baby T's. That's pretty much that's the angle we're trying to come. We're trying to do something a little different from the norm, you know. So we figured with like pornography, you know, we pretty much play on the pornography thing, and well, just to really let the women know that we're all, you know, well, we're pretty much just out for the ladies. The illest porn bitch right now, I'm gonna say Cassidy right now. I'm gonna give Cassidy a plug because we just did a show with her, and she gave me an autographed movie. I think Ron Jeremy is a good director as well as actor. He's really been in the industry for a long time. He's very experienced. He's like a producer who really digs deep, you know, digs for records. He knows every single. Not only does he know every girl in the business, but he's fucked them. So he must know how to direct them. You know what I mean?
You know, I'd be like some Peter North shit. You know, really fucking them good, coming all over them, a lot of squirting, because I'd be spitting shit. So it's like, you know, that's me, lyrical Peter North, squirting on bitches.
Yeah, and if like you kick some illest lyrics, what would be the illest move? Is like what sort of like porn kind of move would it be squirting? What kind of like describes your style? Is squirting like the illest achievement in a porn movie, or?
I think that is. I think just
the ultimate, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I think the squirting is real good. I think the double penetration is real dope. You know, shit like that. I like that style.
Yeah.
It's cock slap in the face. You know, all that shit. You know, kosher meat to the grill.
Sorry?
Kosher meat on the grill.
What was the first move you imitated from a porn movie on a girl?
When a bitch takes a dude's cock out of the other girl's ass and licks it, you know, and gives him a head and then puts it back in her ass, it's like, her ass tastes good. Also, heels. I copied like making a girl wear heels while I fucked her. That was my biggest porn influence, the whole heels thing. The first thing that I tried to do, I learned about, I was put on to titty fucking by watching a movie. That was I learned how to tit fuck watching porn. That's the first thing I tried to copy. And my second, and as far as like my shit that I do is I like girl on girl shit. I like to watch girls, you know, kind of like degrade each other and shit like that. Yeah, I don't like anything weird, like any animal shit or shitting or pissing. I don't like any of that. Anal, I love, you know, I like seeing girls anal.
What's the illest shit you've seen in a flick?
I guess, you know, maybe some peeing shit. Not from my curiosity, but, you know, just to check it out. I watch, like, you know, some peeing. I've peed on girls in the shower. I'm
in the shower with this girl and I say, let me pee on you. you know, it's a joke or whatever. She says, no, you know, you're out of your fucking mind, shit like that. So she's like standing in front of me, and I really had to piss. And she's like bending down, washing her legs and shit like that. So I hosed her down, pissed all over her tits, her neck. She slips, yells, smashes her back into the faucet. I start laughing or whatever. I fall out, grab the shower curtain, fall out. I'm laughing. And the fucked up thing about the whole thing was, I was still pissing when she fell down and jammed her back. So when she was crying in pain from the back, you know, jam of the faucet, I'm still pissing on her. And I'm laughing and I fall down. So, you know, for like a good like month, you know, when people were asking her what was wrong with her back, like, you know, because she got somebody pissed on her in the shower. So that was actually one of the most erotic things I've ever experienced in my life. I went down, I was hanging out with this girl. I was at her house. We're hanging out and shit. Did you ever see American Psycho? When he looks up at the girl and he's got a mouthful of blood from eating her and shit? Well, I have a similar story to that. I was with this girl, and her brother and her brother's girlfriend were in the room right next door. And we were in the other room, and I'm going down on her and shit, and she wants me to bite her. So I'm like, all right, you know, so I kind of like nibble a little bit, and she's like, harder, bite me harder. So I bit her, and she screams or whatever, and you know, she jumps up and shit, and she's like, I'm fucking bleeding, and you know, I'm bugging out because I was really fucked up, and I'm thinking maybe I bit her clit off. I don't know what happened, you know, because I couldn't really I couldn't judge the texture from the nerves in my teeth. Basically, her brother busts in the room. She's laying in the bed. I look up at her brother with blood in my mouth. You know, I'm ass naked on the floor. Brother fucking grabs me, throws me in the fucking hallway. I fucking ran. I fucking ran. Nah, I wasn't naked. I had on my drawers and shit. But you know, he comes in the room and sees his fucking 16-year-old sister with, you know, just got her. So I spit her clit out, and I ran out the fucking front door naked in Timberlands. That's basically that one. That's how that story ended up.
Beetlejuice is a midget who has with a speech impediment, and he's very slow. He can't really repeat what you say to him, but he's made famous on the Howard Stern show. You guys know who Howard Stern is, right? He's a regular in Howard Stern's Whack Pack, which is a bunch of like retarded people and stutterers, and a guy with a high-pitched voice. His name is High Pitch Eric, and it's just this big Whack Pack that Howard Stern has made famous, and Beetlejuice is one of those people. He's like this little midget with the head the size of a large grapefruit. He's got one of the world's smallest heads, and he's becoming a celebrity. And so we used him. Yeah, we used him as the cover for the Smut Peddlers album. So we got a couple skits with him trying to say our names on the album. He can't really pronounce most of our names. He has a skit called Pimpology where he talks about being a pimp and having halls. That's what he calls whores. Halls.
You took him to the studio.
No, we did it here at my crib on the motherfucking spot on Lexington. We have it all on videotape too. Yeah.
And is Howard down with the whole shit? Is he going to plug it on the show?
Hopefully.
On there.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're going to meet around the time the album comes out. We're going to try to meet up with Beetlejuice and his manager and get up on there.
Yeah.
And just, you know, do it up. I was meaning to tell Mighty Miles, one of the dudes in the Whack Pack, Stuttering John, was in the deli right next to my crib, and I think he lives right near me.
Really?
So I'm going to hit him with some shit.
Some of the tracks, you know, is there any sort of specific theme tracks, or is it all just kind of just the same smut, just, you know, just...
No, I think it's different things. Like, we address issues, just general issues in hip-hop and our lives. But, you know, it's just more like the edgier side. And it's not like, you know, crazy, like all like curses and shit. It's just pretty intelligent, but like smutty and like a little darker than like, say, a High and Mighty John, you know? But there are different tracks that have different feels on them.
Well, I think my shit has evolved, and the difference is when I do the Smut Peddlers beats, I think of shit that Cage and Eon would sound good on. when I was doing the High and Mighty album, it was mostly shit for Eon or whoever Eon was rhyming on that track. But like when I did In Ounce, I think that was a good preview of what I had in mind for the Smut album. You know what I mean? A lot of funky shit that's just driving. You know what I mean? Like there's not one pretty beat on the Smut Peddlers album. We just shot a video ourselves that came out of our pocket for the song with R.A. the Rugged Man. We said it'd be cool to do an X-rated video that's really going to get people's attention, basically for the internet exclusively. So he said, hey, I got people who I work with. I could direct that shit. That shit would be dope. I live for Smut.
Solicitors, unwanted visitors, nickelback misdemeanors.